Hello to everyone and a warm welcome. Today we study the 10th name, Al-Mutakabbir, of the Zikr series. Zikr is a deep reverence to remember the divine and His benevolence upon us. Each Zikr series includes the meaning of the name, as in what does the name mean in the present context. How can the name be applied in modern times? To understand the importance of the name, I would be narrating couplets and fables of Sufi saints from across the time. And in order to know the historical derivation of the name, we would be running through the roots and branches of the name. Each series would end in a guided meditation. I want to express my sincere gratitude to Sadi Shakur Chishti, also known as Neil Douglas Klotz, because it is his book, The Sufi Book of Life, 99 Pathways of the Heart for the Modern Darwish, that continues to nourish me. So here we have Al-Mutakabbir, which means concentration. When you guided to this pathway, take the opportunity to find the divine focus in your own ability to concentrate. The famous Sufi of Baghdad, Abdul Qadir Jilani, represents the way of concentration in classical Sufism. His writings emphasize being in right relationship with the divine, and he presents powerful practices for the heart space. His message essentially is what the heart can hold, the being can accomplish. And it is not worth the heart holding anything unless it comes from the One. And one of the practices for developing concentration was don't begin something without completing it. That means if following through a process is a problem for you, then try beginning with anything small. For example, getting up for a glass of water, taking a break for a short walk on the office floor, or to stop work at a particular time for lunch. Even though these things may be ultimately irrelevant, take up each for a while as a sacred practice. And the intention is to do the action completely. Don't let your concentration unconsciously waver to something else. Hence, practices like these do not aim to make you obsessed with minor occupations of life. Instead, such small rituals intend to build your inner strength and concentration for when life really requires you to aim for a higher goal, you are ready. Another benefit is that when you find yourself becoming obsessed by a thought, feeling, person, or situation, you can use the power of concentration developed through spiritual practices to release yourself of the obsessive situation. Concentration doesn't mean thinking a lot. As the modern Sufi Idris Shah once said, a great deal of thought is only a substitute for the thoughts that the individual would really find useful at the time. Instead, concentration means developing the energy of the heart, which is planted with interest, sprouts into action, and then blossoms into something for which the word love is only a shadow. As Rumi once said, whether you love God or you love a human being, If you love enough, you will come into the presence of love itself. Perhaps life is calling you right now to concentrate on what is important in your life, or to refocus on your next steps. Embodied focus also allows us to expand our awareness and notice more closely the opportunities around us. This is one of the keys of finding your purpose in life. The roots and branches. Traditional translations of this quality include the majestic and the supreme. The root word KB indicates a central point, and in many ways it is the image of concentration itself. Like in Vedanta, you have the image of Shunyata. Al-Mutakabbir opens the door to the part of our being that is waiting to express itself. The prefix MU again reveals full embodiment of the quality. The pathway Al-Mutakabbir shows us that there is no outer or inner path. There is only focus. All aspects of us are involved and united in the heart. Such a great outpouring of love is both stunning and majestic. As Jesus once said in the Arabic language, ripe for those who wholeheartedly follow their passion. By being unified, they see unity everywhere. And now, we get ready to meditate on Al-Mutakabbir, the power of concentration. This practice itself comes from Abdul Qadir Jilani. So center yourself in your heart space, whether you're sitting or you're lying down. Center yourself in your heart space and bring your focus to your breath. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Relaxation and depth. Centering yourself in your heart. Placing one hand gently in the middle of your chest. Feel how your chest rises and falls. Breathe rhythmically in the feeling of Al-Mutakabbir. Notice how the breath and feeling in the heart changes as you say Al-Mutakabbir. Allow yourself to become more present to your own holy body, and with each breath settle in more and more. And now bring into your breath and heart any choice in life that you are currently contemplating. Bring into your breath and heart and consciousness any choice that you are currently contemplating. Breathe in deeply into each alternative choice. Breathe in turn for each alternative choice for a minute or so, feeling how the breath and heart changes with each of the alternative choice. As you breathe in consciously with each alternative choice, do you feel expanded or contracted? Do you feel light or heavy? Is there spaciousness or density that is present in your being? Don't expect any particular response, but simply notice if you feel a difference and what that difference is with both the alternative choices. And now release all alternatives and return to breathing with the feeling of Al-Mutakabbir. Jilani suggests to do these practices at least 3 times for a particular decision, and then follow the direction that the one being points out to you through the response of their own heart and breath. Keep on breathing into any decision that you're contemplating, and breathe in to the alternative choices that you have, till a point comes where your own heart and breath will point out to a certain direction that could be the right path for that choice. You will soon stop to hear my voice. However, I invite you to breathe into Al-Mutakabbir and continue the practice with any particular decision that you want clarity. Perhaps starting with something that means less important to you, strengthening your power of intuition, your power of courage, and your strength. Till I meet you again for the next episode. Namaskar.